Okay, game one, we've got a good little hand here. We can start with Crownwatch Paladin, and then hopefully Hero the People Piercing Grief. We do get to scout, so I think this is fine. Nice that we're on the play. A little bit scary if we don't hit our power. Ooh, do I want to keep that? Yes? I'm worried about, like, now we have an interesting option. We can either Crownwatch Paladin on turn 2, or we can Crest on turn 2 to make sure that we hit the hero. I think that it's best to use this to get hero. It's a little bit greedy, too, because honestly, yeah, I'm going to keep that, too. If we go hero, it's very likely that they have a removal spell for it before we can actually play a Piercing Grief or something. It's nice to be able to do both at the same time. But I'm going to get a little greedy.
For those who cannot.
Not saying this is the optimal play. It's probably bad. We should have just, like, waited and we could Stonepowder and hero, or Piercing Grief and hero in the same turn. Make sure that it gets revenge, but...
Trust in your skills!
Alright, we're good. And we don't really care what they're doing here. We're going to get so much power out of this, it doesn't matter. So we can go Piercing Grief, Feln Banner, and Crownwatch Paladin, and make a 6/6. Oh no, I didn't attack with both. Oops. I got so excited. I threw away 3 damage. Whoops. Still pretty good though. I mean, I like our Aegis Charge Lifesteal Revenge Warcry unit. And Vanquish. Sure. It's got Revenge. We'll get it back. And I'm willing to trade here, I think. We just need to buy time. We can slay that. Wow, Makto is so good here. Another hero. Yeah, I'm going to keep hero. Because we kill this, we play Makto, and then next turn we might be able to hero and Stonepowder. This hand is great. This is doing everything we want. And opponent, I'm hoping doesn't do anything here. Vara's favor. Yeah, that's totally okay. Makto, please.
Run, cowards. You cannot hide. Send a message.
Ripknife? That's fine. We can trade with it.
Take up arms.
Copperhall Paladin. That's an interesting one. So we can get Crownwatch back, so we can hero.
For those who cannot.
That's worth it. Hero, Crownwatch, we get Aegis Warcry, Charge, and yeah, well, Warcry on it, so Charge and Fly. Wait, come back! Why did they leave? Yeah, alright, that seemed pretty good. Game 2, definitely not as good as last time, but we still have a scout. We're on the draw this time. I think I like this, actually. We've got a lot of very live draws, is the thing. And, like, Haunting Scream plus Devour is really, really awesome. Haunting Scream plus Dark Return is great. If we can get something like a Gorgon Fanatic, it'd be pretty insane. So I'm willing to take the risk on this one. Opponent keeps. It's a little scary. Makto. Slow. Real slow. But might be okay. Bottom that. Can't actually play Makto yet, either. Still need another Justice. I mean, all we really need here is just any unit, though, and we're okay. Devour gives us enough. Yeah, there we go.
Defend the throne!
They're not going to be able to kill that before we Devour it. I just want to keep drawing so we can get down to Hero the People shenanigans again like last time. Or even just get Makto online, honestly. A lot of Argenport. I've seen a lot of Feln recently, so I'm surprised to see this much Argenport today.
My favorite part.
Okay, so what we'll do here is attack. Let them block. Or not block, either way. And then we'll Devour it. There we go. Alright, now we're kind of setting up. Still need another Justice, but this is okay. I like getting the Stonepowder. Do I want to buy back the Crownwatch? I think we wait. A 3/2 Stonepowder is pretty sweet here, because it stops this Auric. fairly likely they get like a bloodletter. Guess not. They did keep on top though, which is certainly scary. Ooh, we need that justice. Alright, Stonepowder it is.
Count.
Mostly just worried about silence here. Silence or a Tavrod would be really bad. Pretty likely that they slam a Tavrod.
Halt!
Darn. I could have held up Devour too, just waited a turn. I don't think it was the right play necessarily, but I could have. Crest of Cunning. Man. Where is our justice? That's kind of good enough to keep though. Gonna attack. I feel like they might trade the 3-2, the 3-3 with it. Dark Return. Buy back the Crownwatch. Play the Crownwatch. Have a blocker for the throne. They have Annihilate. It's got to be Annihilate. I don't think that they would run. Maybe Finest Hour. It's possible. Alright, please attack with both. Wow. Oh man, not attacking with both is rough. We really want to get Gorgon Fanatics through here, so it is kind of scary that they're not letting it happen. Trade. That's good. That is very good for us. We'll just pass, devour the Gorgon Fanatic, and then we can Haunting Scream it back. They shouldn't have more flying blockers, generally. Well, I can't Scream it back, but I might be able to Dark Return it back then. They can take Scream instead. Here are the people is interesting. Still stuck on Justice, though. Woof. That's really unfortunate.
Defend the throne!
Okay. Come on. Justice at some point? Or a Slay? Well, there's Justice at least. Stonepowder Alchemist number 2 is good.
Run, cowards! You cannot hide!
I can Dark Return back the Paladin, and then that would give Aegis for our hero, the people. I need it to get flying. I think I just pass here. This Auric Interrogator is really taking over the game. Not generally a huge fan of Sabotage, because honestly, if we were playing something like Praxis midrange, it just does nothing against us at all. But it's pretty good against these. If you're playing really weird brews, like I tend to do, it does really, really well. So it ends up looking really good against most of the lists that I play, but in general, not super impressed with the card.
For those who cannot.
Make each bullet count.
Different in tournaments, for sure. In tournaments, it's pretty solid. Alright, we need a Makto back now. Like, right now. Ugh, second Inquisitor played. Well, nothing we could do about that. Just needed a Slay earlier, or to get our Justice a little bit earlier. We were close. The Sabotage was pretty good against us, but it wouldn't have needed to happen if we just had actually had a Justice card. We've got a pretty decent power base. I think there was a little bit of bad luck. We've got some Zeke powers, 25 power, and like our curve stops at 5. Well, I'm gonna redraw this hand. This hand looks spicy. We have the Seek power. It's a little slow, no question. But other than that, pretty good. Uh-oh. Mono aggro Grenadin. We're gonna start with this because we want the Justice for all of our cards first, just in case we want to play it. If we draw an untapped power, do we want to keep Makto? Makto is great, but will we have time? I think we bought a Makto. Makto is one of the better things we can have, but it's also, with a deck like this that we're playing against, might be an issue. Okay. Crest. Piercing Grief on top. I think we do, because Piercing Grief with the Paladin, or yeah, I mean it is a Paladin, can really pull us back. We can go down a lot of life and come back very, very quickly by getting a giant lifesteal charge revenge unit here. So we're gonna wait a little bit of time on that one. I don't want to just slam here the people. That is kind of terrifying. Probably not too big of a deal. Crimson Firemaw is a weird card. It's still very good, but like it's mostly just a 5/4 flyer for 4 in my mind. The hitting the enemy player and reducing the cost of things doesn't really matter all that much. They don't have a lot of cards in hand by the time that they've played it, so it generally means that it's just kind of... Like, it always feels to me like Crimson Firemaw's second ability doesn't matter, because they have one card that they want to play anyways. They play it for 0, sure, but they didn't have anything else to play anyways, and they could have played it because it's all cheap cards. So it's generally not something that's mattered too much. Like, it's not totally irrelevant, just not as relevant as I've thought in the past. Do I play another Crownwatch? Yeah, probably. And then we can Hero and Piercing Grief, and then afterwards we can Haunting Scream back one of the Paladins here. I think I just take all this. Maybe offer an attack back. Oh, Lord. Statuary Maiden is... unfortunately really, 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 really good here. Who is playing Statuary Maiden? Well, I can't beat it. There's no way. That's brutal. Nobody plays Statuary Maiden. That sucks. Wow. I haven't seen a Statuary Maiden in a hot minute, and it sure gets us there. Alright, well, that'll happen. Alright, let's win this third game. We've had a couple tight ones with 2 in a row where we lost, but they were... Like, we were close on there. We just got Statuary Maiden out. We've got the Crest. We need a Justice. I maybe should go up Justice in this deck. We don't need a lot of Primal, and I have a lot of banners and things. I could just chop some banners for some more just basic sigils, or some banners of Justice. I'm gonna keep this. It's a little dicey. Devour. I like the Devour to just kind of keep drawing through our deck. We don't really care if some of these die early as long as they keep getting us value.
Defend the throne!
They're not really there to win the game off of. They're there to provide early game value and then later on be used to power up our hero. So that's really the plan. Alright, that's unfortunate.
Send a message.
Really blanks the 2-1 here. But Ripknife Assassin was a good draw.
I searched the Shadowlands and found my way.
Silence is bad, but they used it on a creature that doesn't matter as much, at least. Scream. Scream is a really good card for us, but I think that I can put it on the bottom this time. It's not doing much in this hand in particular. Oh, come on.
I searched the Shadowlands.
I'm just getting wrecked by the most random cards here. This is so frustrating. This is just the night of me getting
Cowards.
wrecked
You
by
cannot
random decks that don't have these cards anymore, and our deck is just weak to all of them. Oh, come on!
I searched
You
the
have got to
Shadowlands
be kidding me.
Found my way.
There is no way that this should be happening. That is insane. Wow. Triple Vara's favor. We might still win this game just because our opponent's so stuck on power. But, I mean, if they draw any power right now, we're a million years behind them because of all this. This is so silly. Absolutely unreal. Like, what are the odds that somebody's actually playing this deck? Oh,
Send a message.
so brutal. Do they have the fourth one? I think we Devour here again. This is just absolutely nuts. Okay. We have things to do still. Luckily, Devour really helped us out. I'm still salty about that, though. That is just dumb. That is so dumb. Ooh, I kind of like Dark Return.
Defend the throne!
Shut him up!
Get those down. They can actually attack through this. Oh, yeah, now our opponent's got power, and we're probably in a lot of trouble. Yep. That does stop our attacks. We can get the Inquisitor Makto down, I guess. The blank one. This is such a frustrating game.
You cannot hide.
I won't lie, this is so tilting, it's incredible. Triple Vara's favor is, or Triple Vara's choice, sorry, is just unreal. We had a really good hand, too. It was looking like we could go off again. Opponent's still having trouble. I've got to think they've got like a Banish or Annihilate or something. Nope. Oof. So the big issue here is that, like, we're still really likely to lose this. They have a lot of... Wait, what? Block like the bigger one. They have another Dark Return? That's the only thing that
Make
makes
each
sense.
bullet count.
Even then, that still doesn't make sense, because now they can't block these. Not without trading. That seems really silly. Yeah, even with that, I think, like, wouldn't you rather have two blockers that can stop these, rather than if I get a Slay, then I just get in? But we are flooding out really hard. I mean, I know that our opponent is having their own mana troubles, but I'd much rather be on the side of I have a bunch of gas and not enough power yet, but I can still play things, and then on the side of, hey, I have triple my opponent's power and can't play any cards because I don't have any. Like, they only need one draw and they just can go off. We need about 10. I mean, I can charge a Makto. Not that it really matters. Sandstorm Titan, and we're dead? Yep. Yeah, this is the problem with these hands, right? Like these kinds of 9 power to 3 power. Screw definitely beats Flood, because one draw of 1 power and suddenly they're easily in the game. We need like 5 or 6 running draws to even have a chance of getting back into the game. At least. It's insane how much we need right now. So I think we're just done. I'm holding on to this in the hopes that we get a hero, but it just kind of doesn't matter. We're absolutely buried by their card advantage now. It's a really unlucky hand. Triple Vara's choice is insane, and the fact that we just flooded out so hard against them just was the nail in the coffin. Yep. At this point, I might just scoop, because there's not really much point in playing anymore. it doesn't matter what we get, we can't really get out of it. And they've also gotten 2 Inquisitor Maktos because of how lucky their draw was. Hero of the People is good. That is one thing that kind of helps us.
For those who cannot.
Make each bullet count.
We'll keep playing. But I don't know how we can get out of this. I know that it sounds really defeatist, but it is rough to think about. I want to give it Aegis. They can trade with the 3/5. But it has Revenge. So we still have a chance. That Hero of the People top deck was certainly a thing. I don't know how I beat this many cards, though. That was a really, really good draw for us, and it's just not enough. Opponent can't really attack now. I need to slay something fierce so we can just kill a Sandstorm Titan. Alright. Honor the Fallen. Flying Aegis Charge Warcry. So could do something like that. I mean, if I put Flying Aegis Charge Warcry on this, does that matter? Not really. It's got Deadly, too. That could actually make sense. Could put it onto the the Gorgon Fanatic, and then just trade it with this. Then it's good after that. This is interesting. I think I'm just gonna wait. That was another really good draw. Thankfully, we're not continuing to flood. Still not sure how I get out of this, but we'll see. I'm gonna trade both of those off so we can try and get Revenge and stuff onto things. Maybe get Destiny. We need more things for battle skills in our yard.
Another late night.
Cool. Makto.
Run, cowards!
Honor?
You cannot hide!
They're gonna regret this.
And now we can attack. They can trade it, but that's fine. They're not going to have enough silence for it now. Wow, we drew really well out of this. I don't know how we are doing this at all. I mean, our opponent still has 8 cards in hand, though. If we can keep it up. We're at 42 life. We've got the time. What a game. I can't believe that this is happening. We definitely want to trade one of these. I kind of want to trade this, but I think I'll wait. We want to trade that so we can Dark Return it, draw extra cards, because it'll have Destiny. Oh,
For those who
sick.
cannot.
Oh, sick! Oh my goodness!
no
Our
escape.
draw. We're getting so lucky right now. We were so far behind. And they scoop! What a comeback! Oh my goodness, I can't believe that I almost scooped that game! How did we draw that well? What was happening? This is incredible! Oh man! What a game! Oh! Woo! I am so happy. Alright, we're in the finals. That last game was certainly something. Revenge is definitely a swingier mechanic. Imagine if those were on the bottom last time for those draws. Speaking of going on the bottom, let's just put that away. This hand is dicey. It can be really insane if we get some power here and a couple of units. A second Honor the Fallen of the 2 of them would be bad. These are kind of mice that I just wanted to test out. Drawing 2 of them is something we almost never want to do. Oh, we got some greed going on over there.
For those who cannot.
We could have it happen. Question is, how greedy do I get? Do I try and play a second one? Yeah.
For those who cannot.
This is such a bad idea. Don't do this, kids. Don't do this. Desert Marshal? Oh, I thought it was the end of our turn. I have Winter. That is totally fine. I'm totes okay with that. Take 11. Woo! And the scoop. What a finals. Yeah, this deck can have some really aggressive starts. We went 3-2 with it. That was not bad. Woo! So you can see how much fun this deck is. This deck is a blast. I didn't get the Kosul Brigade down. That was unfortunate. I wish we could have gone Kosul Brigade at some point. We might need a little bit more justice. I mean, we've got 3 Argenport banners, 4 Crest of Vengeance, 2 Seed of Vengeance. It feels like there's enough because we do have a lot of these. But maybe I just don't need as much Shadow. Like, we could probably go like this, or even like cut a Feln banner or a Seat to add another Justice to, or add just another Argenport banner over Feln banner. That's very possible. I was worried about not hitting Haunting Scream when I need it, because Haunting Scream is just so important in this deck and so good. Plus, we did put in 2 Kosul Brigades, so I want a certain amount of Primal so I can actually hit it on curve. This card is really bonkers if you can hit it on turn 6. But that's certainly something we could look at. I probably switched the Justice around, so I would think about doing that. Maybe go, I think something like that would make sense. It might be too much. Test it out a little bit. This was some of our first plays with it, so you can certainly move it around a little bit here and there. I do have Seek powers to help out with it. We didn't really see them, but you know, we've got a little bit of that as well. Deck was really cool. It performed really well. I don't, like I said, recommend it as a top tier deck, but you can probably hit Diamond with this thing. It's a blast to play too, so I hope you all enjoyed today, and I do really appreciate everybody stopping by, liking and subscribing the video, and of course, checking out my wonderful sponsor, inkgaming.com. You can check out their info down below. I'll put it in the description, and I have a 12% off code. You can get cool custom playmats, custom mouse pads, dice bags, all kinds of really awesome gaming gear, and they're just fantastic. They're doing stitched edges on the mouse pads now, and it just looks amazing. So, highly recommend them, and I will see you again next week.